Hey everybody, Zombie Soundwave here, and today I want to do something a little different. I wanted to talk about the Nintendo Direct. I was actually pretty excited with the Direct today, so I thought we'd actually talk about it on the channel. So to start with, they announced the new Super Mario Galaxy movie, and in combination with that, they announced that Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 are going to be added to the Switch and the Switch 2. That's really exciting. Personally, I love the Super Mario Galaxy games, so I'm really excited to see them come. I'm excited to see how well they run and what they look like. I know the first Super Mario Galaxy came out with the All-Star collection, but I know the second game still hasn't been released. So I'm excited to see this game actually, get released and for there to actually a edition that we can get our hands on, because I think the All-Star edition was only out for a certain amount of time. So yeah, it's pretty exciting to see that overall. Coming in after that, we have the Mario Tennis Fever, I believe is what it's called, which is the new Mario Tennis game. I always love a good Mario sports game, so this is very exciting to see another Mario Tennis. I'm a little surprised that they went with a tennis, since we had Tennis Aces, or Mario Aces, whatever it was called, last time, so that's a little surprising. But this game looks cool. I like the gameplay. I liked they're using the Wonder Flowers in the game for effects, and then it's gonna have a campaign, which I'm always excited when a Mario sports game has a campaign. And the campaign has interesting you get turned into Baby Mario, Baby Luigi, Baby Peach, that kind of stuff. And when you're playing the game, the whole idea is that you don't know how to play tennis because you're a baby. So that's kind of a fun gimmick, just to give the story some context and stuff. So yeah, I thought all that sounds pretty cool. I'm always in for a sports game. I'm sure that's something I'll pick up at some point. Probably not something I'm gonna jump on day one, but I always love a good sports game. After that, we had a Yoshi announcement, Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. I thought that looked pretty fun, very much a Yoshi's Island style game. Don't have a whole lot to say about this game, because the Yoshi Island games are honestly ones that I've played, but I don't think I've ever really beaten a Yoshi's Island, so this isn't one that I'm probably going to be all over, but I'm sure that, it's going to be fun and interesting. After that, we had the Super Mario Wonder Nintendo Switch 2 edition announced. It's got new DLC, all that stuff. I've already played Mario Wonder, so again, I'll probably wait until this, DLC goes on sale or something. If that ever happens, it's Nintendo, so, we don't know if we'll ever actually see a sale on any of that, but still look pretty cool. I think that's it for the actual Mario news. After that, we heard about Hyrule Warriors. Hyrule Warriors looks fun. Those are the games by the Dynasty Warriors guys. Those games are always just a good time. I've enjoyed the ones in the past, like Calamity and Hyrule Warriors. So this is one I'm interested in. But again, I'm not probably gonna jump on day one. It's just one that I'm excited to play at some point in the future. We also have the Virtual Boy announcement, which I was shocked about. I was shocked that we were getting Nintendo Classics Virtual Boy. And then on top of being shocked that we're getting a Virtual Boy Classic, games coming to the Switch, you actually have to have a proprietary Virtual Boy system that you have to buy through Nintendo to play the games, which is just wild. I'm really shocked Nintendo's doing this one. But yeah, I mean, it's exciting. I'm glad that we're seeing, continued backwards compatibility on the Switch for older generations of consoles. But yeah, I'm shocked that they're doing this one, honestly. All right, now we got to talk about Metroid Prime Beyond. I was not expecting Metroid Prime Beyond to be here, basically just because of how Prime has been. But wow, the whole motorcycle thing and the whole open world concept, I'm assuming that's what that is. I mean, I'm assuming that this game's going to have some form of open world, or at least open areas where you can ride this motorcycle around. Motorcycle looks cool. Very interested to see what this game ends up being. We're getting it in December, right? December 4th? Yeah, so we're getting it in December 4th. Yeah, I'm super pumped for this. That's one of my most anticipated games, mainly just because I loved the old Metroid Prime games, and I can't believe that it's taken us this long to get to Metroid Prime 4. This game was announced on the first Nintendo Switch, so yeah, I'm very excited. We learned that Hades 2 is coming, which is just exciting. Like, there's not a whole lot to say about that. Hades 2 is already out on PC. So just excited to see that, Hades is coming, but I think we all kind of figured that was coming. But yeah, overall, I guess, if I have to really break down, like, what I'm most excited about, I actually did miss, like, Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong Bonanza is getting DLC. It's getting a Donkey Kong, like, country DLC, like Donkey Kong Island. And it's also getting, like, some kind of, like, almost roguelite mode, which is called Emerald Rush, I believe. And, let me double check that. I just want to make sure that is called Emerald Rush. Yeah, I believe it's Emerald Rush. And Pokemon, sorry, they actually made quite a few announcements here. Pokemon's getting a game called Pokemon Pokopia, which is a game where you play as a Ditto, and the Ditto is pretending to be a human, and it's, like, very, like, Minecraft meets Animal Crossing inspired, it looks like. Like, you build your own island, you get to raise Pokemon and have them be, like, your friends and stuff. Very weird concept with the whole Ditto situation, but looked kind of interesting. I don't know if it's going to be something that I'm going to play necessarily, but, it looked fun. Overall, like, I think the Nintendo Direct was pretty successful. It really hit a lot, especially for, like, I think some of the Nintendo Directs recently haven't been that exciting. For me personally, outside of, like, Mario Kart and, like, some stuff that we've been looking on the horizon for, but, so for the actual games, I'm pretty excited for Galaxy. I think Galaxy remakes, or not remakes, I guess just Galaxy re-releases are probably what I'm most excited for personally. And then, from there, I'm sure there's some other stuff that I'm going to want to play. But yeah, I hope that Nintendo can keep up this energy with their directs going forward. I think this was a really good direct format. Coming out with so many, like, games early, even though some of them were re-releases and some of them were, add-ons and stuff like that. And then, like, Fire Emblem, for example, like, that's not really a game that I like. I actually tried to get into Three Houses, and, maybe I'll give Fire Emblem another shot. But, like, there's a lot of diversity of game styles in this, direct. Like, we got Mario games, we got, third-party games, we got Fire Emblem, which is, more of a turn-based strategy game. All of that stuff, I think it really works well for a direct. Like, I think when Nintendo comes out and they have a lot of stuff to show and a lot of variety, that's when directs are at their best. But yeah, I mean, and that Donkey Kong DLC coming out today, I love when directs do that too, like when we have some stuff to look forward to in the future, but we also have stuff coming out soon, stuff coming out maybe even today, when they drop demos, all of that stuff. So, yeah, overall, I think this was a fairly successful direct. I don't have a whole lot of complaints. I maybe wish that we had seen a 3D Mario. But, honestly, I didn't know if we would see a 3D Mario. We just got Bonanza this year, so I kind of thought that might be our 3D game for the next year. Maybe we'll see 3D Mario at the, direct early 2026. I'm a little surprised also that we didn't see Dusk Bloods. That was something that they showed back at launch, and that's supposed to be early 2026, I believe, unless I'm misremembering. But yeah, I don't know. I'm a little surprised we didn't end up seeing Dusk Bloods. And is there anything else? I'm trying to remember if there was anything else that was announced at the early direct that we haven't seen. I don't think so, unless I'm just misremembering. And then I'm excited to hear that the Super Mario Galaxy movie is still moving ahead. I know that the first movie got a lot of critical, hate. But personally, I liked the first Mario movie. I don't think it's a perfect movie, but I think it's a fun kids movie. So yeah, I'm excited for that too, and I'm excited to see third party like Resident Evil. I'm glad to see all of those like modern Resident Evil games coming to the Switch. I don't think that that's a bad thing. I was really honestly hoping to see more third party for the Switch too, as time went on, but it seems like that's kind of limited. But overall, Direct was good. That's basically all I have to say about it. I hope that you all enjoyed the Direct. Leave a comment. Let me know what you all thought about the Direct. And tell me if you like this style format of like video where I just kind of broke down, what was there. I kind of talked about my opinion of the Direct and, what I enjoyed, what I didn't, and stuff like that. And, leave a like if you liked it. leave a comment, tell me what you didn't like or what you did like, and then tell me what you liked or didn't like about the direct. And I will catch you all in the next one. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Peace out, everybody.